It has been a minute since I have done something like this, and I just want to cut to the chase. I made a record, and that kind of changes everything. Over a year ago, I set up a Patreon account and started posting a new song every month to YouTube. It was a challenge to myself to get serious about writing music and let the internet hold me accountable for doing so. Those 12-ish songs gave me material to play live and allowed me to connect with other musicians now known as my band. If you sat me down a year ago and told me that any of this would happen, that I'd have these guys in my life making my songs better, that we'd record an album, I wouldn't believe you. But I'm very glad and fortunate to say that all of that is true. We finished tracking back in January on my first record, and I've never been so excited or worked so hard on a project in my life. And because of that, it's now the thing that needs the most support. From getting it mixed and mastered to having it properly marketed and promoted, all of those things are very expensive, but ultimately crucial in getting all of these songs out into the world. With the record comes more live shows and touring and merchandise design and production and video shoots and photo shoots. It's a lot. There's a lot to do in the next 6 to 8 months. So I'm relaunching my Patreon page to support all of these things and more. I've written a detailed list of goals and expenses down in the description, but I will also post all of that on Patreon and tell you about the rewards that I'm offering for joining my Patreon right now. So for $1 a month, you get access to my Patreon only feed that includes exclusive access to things like new songs and videos, updates on the new record, tickets to shows when I'm on the road, which that is happening very soon. I actually already have a video posted that's gonna be up on Patreon for a week before it goes out to the general public, and it is a live cut with my band of one of the songs from the last year. So you can go join for $1 right now and see it, and you'll be in. And also a Patreon only jam session / hangout that you get to be a part of with me. It will be me behind a screen talking to you about all the things. For $5, and you only have to be a part of this tier once to get the perk, you get an exclusive download of an acoustic LP of every song that I wrote last year. And I'm taking this idea from another content creator online, Tessa Violet. Those songs are going to be royalty free, so you can use them in any kind of art piece, film, whatever thing that you like, as long as it's not just a direct upload to YouTube. And that also includes free downloads of all the songs I've ever posted online, including covers. That's a perk from the old Patreon page that will remain active for this new iteration. For $10 a month, this is also a tier that you only have to be a member of once to get the perk. You will pre-order my forthcoming album, yet to be named, and also have all the access to all the things I said before. Again, you only have to be a member of that once to get the pre-order, but you'll be one of the first people to get it once it comes out. The $25 tier, we're kind of getting up on the scale, is a pre-order of the album plus a bundle of exclusive merch that I'm hand designing and sometimes hand making. That's just kind of how I do things, so it's not coming from anybody but me. Getting into the big tiers, we have $50. I think the $50 tier is a pretty cool one. Not only do you get all of the things that have already been mentioned, but I'll also be writing you postcards every month that you're a member of that tier. So if I happen to be out playing shows somewhere, you'll get a postcard from, I don't know, Boston, New York, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, Washington, DC, just dropping some hints. Then we have some really big special rewards and perks from the $100 to $2,000 level, and I will list those over on Patreon. Those are cool. Those include things like tickets to shows forever, in-house concerts, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna list all of this out on my Patreon. There might be some new things that you haven't seen. In addition, I have a couple of singles that I am just kind of sitting on that I have to release to you, and I want to give them out. I want for you to hear them. I've been waiting for months on some of these things. So if we can get the Patreon page up and running and at $300 a month, I will post one of those singles, and then we'll set the goal and we'll do another one, and it'll be cool. All of that being said, if you are already a patron, if you've been supporting me since the beginning, first of all, thank you. You have the option to upgrade to any of these tiers if you choose, and you only have to do it once, and I'll send you the perk that you upgrade to. Or you can just stay where you're at, and if you stay where you're at, you get what is now offered in your tier. So, yes. Thank you so much for supporting my music, or just thinking about supporting my music. The band and I are really grateful for the people that have reached out and sent us messages, and people that are excited about seeing these songs brought to life. I mean, they sound totally different. I don't know how to explain it to you. You'll know when you hear it. Like, they're the same songs from the last year, just like big and full, and like nothing I ever could have imagined. So you'll hear them super soon, hopefully. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope this wasn't too long. I'll talk to you very soon.